and it's a poem actually I've never read. It's from a new book that I'm working on that is called The Hall of Human Origins. And the book deals with a lot of things, but there are a number of poems about science and scientific facts that kind of fascinate me. And this is, I don't know if you've ever heard this saying, I remember hearing it years ago, that every time you take a breath, you take in an atom of Caesar's last breath, which has to do with the way atoms distribute themselves through the atmosphere. And it is, in fact, based on a scientific fact that the human breath has approximately 10 to the 44th molecules in it, and that in time they spread evenly through the atmosphere. So every time you breathe, you're actually taking in the breaths of a lot of dead people. So this is a poem. I was thinking about that and wrote this poem. It's called The Average Human. The average human breath contains approximately 10 to the 44th molecules, which once exhaled, in time spread evenly through the atmosphere. So today I took in the last breaths of James Baldwin, Marie Curie, Genghis Khan, my great-great-grandmother's breath entering me beside the breath of a Viking slave boy immolated on the flames of his master's burning corpse. I inhaled African queens, Chinese emperors, the homeless man with the bright blue coat down the street. Oxygen is the third most plentiful element in the universe, moving through us like Virgil through the underworld. How long have I tasted the girl drowned among cattails near the murky shore? In ancient Egypt, a priestess unloosed organs and packed a corpse with salt, but not before a breath escaped that 2,000 years later entered me, or at least atoms of it, a molecule. Plato theorized atoms in 400 BC, and this morning, outside Athens, I took in his last breath, my lungs damp crypts where Charon's oars dipped into the black waters of the river Styx, not knowing who would pay the ferryman, and with what coin, on what tongue.